All right, what's going on, family? Let's go. This is B from Kongs R Us. Who do we got here? What's up, Bobby? What's going on, man?
It's to die for mods. Y'all ready for part two?
Yeah, that's right.
Got some
Part
exciting.
two. We're back at it right now. So
Yes.
yeah, so we're live
Okay.
casting both on To Die For channel and with Kongs R Us and with Arcade Brigade also in the house. So we got Facebook. We got a little bit of YouTube going on.
Yes.
Bobby, tell them what we're gonna do today.
Or before I do anything, Ron Flower. Look, I'm wearing your shirt. You guys, Ron. There it is. Ron Fowler. Okay. I wear it. Make it up to you for the last stream. Okay. Before I start, I want to give a huge shout out to Linky for this awesome. You guys see this? You guys recognize this? Huh?
Yeah, that's the
Yes.
Pixels. That's the Pixelcade. That's what we teased them
Yes.
up in the thumbnail. So
Okay.
you're
Right
gonna be
now we're
adding.
gonna show Al. If you're watching, we're gonna show a little bit of video of Al Linky of the Pixelcade in progress. But so I picked this. This is perfect for a big box build. They also support for big box, so which is awesome news. I will be putting this on the racecade, Kong's racecade coming up. It will be on the cab. So initial
Awesome.
D. So this will be different. So Linky, thank you very much for this. I appreciate that. Okay, so we're gonna
Yeah.
collab with Al Linky too. So Al Linky is also included on this collaboration.
Yeah, we got a lot of stuff going on this too. So I'll just show a little bit about Pixelcade while you get set up, just so for folks that don't know what Pixelcade is. So Pixelcade is this. So this is the Pixelcade website from Al and his team that does great work. They put together an LED marquee that looks retro. So if you haven't seen this before, check it out. Go to this pixelcade.org website. He has tons of videos on here that showcases what he takes with mostly the MAME art images that you would see and then translates them to this awesome LED marquee here. So there's been a couple months of coverage already from, Glenn did a coverage on this. I think, some other folks did a video on what Pixelcade does. So definitely check that out. Check out Al's website. Once we get it going, I'm really curious about how his LED marquee works with some of the newer arcade ROMs and things set up. So I know there's a lot of art that works with, the standard MAME setup, but we're going to be running Technoparrot. We're going to be running Model 3 games on here. So definitely if we can connect with Al, I'd love to see how those types of games run with this, because I've never used the Pixelcade before. And like there's tons of stuff on here. And I guess obviously the classics are going to look great on here. But I want to see Initial D and what Initial D looks like on a Pixelcade. So if
Oh,
anybody's
that'll
more
be
familiar with it,
awesome! Yeah,
yeah, right. Let's get the Trueno in a Pixelcade
yeah.
format. So we got to ask him if it's. I know there's a program that translates the stock image into the LED pixel art image. So we'll have to see if we can make our own designs if we need to. So I'm gonna have to do some research. If I'm the software guy, Bobby, if I'm the guy that's doing the big box build, I have the
Woo!
marquees
My boy, be
already set
Kong.
up.
That's right.
I have the marquee set up in Big Box, but I don't know if it's going to be working directly with this. But I'm excited to try this out
Yes,
and work it out.
I spoke to Al Linky. He also support for Big Box.
Yes,
So
yeah.
he also had a fix for some scrolling issues. So we have all
Hmm.
the updates for that.
Yeah, so I mean the big box is super easy to do an LED marquee. So I mean that's a simple setting that we'll showcase a little bit later on. Once we finish this build and we get into the software side, I definitely will jump in and do a live tutorial on how we set that up in the system. So this is just a little preview about what we're doing. So check that out. Check out Al's website for the Pixelcade. He does fantastic stuff. I'll leave a link in the description to the Pixelcade as well, so you guys can
Al
check that out.
Linky, thank you. This is awesome. I can't wait to put this on a racing K for the first time. Nobody ever done this on a racing cab, so this will be great. Yeah, this will
Yeah,
be
we see
good.
those
Y'all
on
can see this.
multi-cades. Yeah,
Yes.
looks
So
beautiful.
before we do expansion, I want y'all to know I measure this. This is a lot longer than this is a 27-inch, so this is a lot longer. I already analyzed how am I gonna mount this. There is holes here on the corner. Y'all can see this. Okay, I already got an idea how to mount this on a cab. So I'll show y'all later. I'm a custom built a mount just for this. It's pretty easy and simple. Took me a while to figure it out, but I got this. Kong hasn't known this yet. He asked me how, but I will show Kong later. So,
Yeah.
guys, like always, I bought this for $20. 27 inch. This monitor is worth about $500 on eBay. Remember you checked out
Yeah.
Kong? You
Yeah.
said,
Yeah.
oh, also Kong sent me the link for the power cord. Believe it or not, the power cord cost more than this damn monitor that I bought. Yes, yes. $20 monitor, and this is fully HD quality. I don't know if y'all can see this model number here. I never heard of this monitor before, but
Mm-hmm.
it is pretty heavy and sturdy. So today I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna gut this out before we do expansion. It's very important. You need to gut the monitor out and do the measurement plus the Pixelcade. The Pixelcade is a lot wider. So I'm going to do the measurement of the Pixelcade. Even though if this wider, I can make custom border here, top and bottom. So usually I do like bezel on the side will be bezel-less. So now I'm going to have to have bezel-less because of this. So I'll be adding bezel about an inch, about 3 inch. This is 27 inch. So this is longer than 27 inch. So I'm probably going to be doing about maybe an inch, a half an inch on each side, or maybe an inch on each side to add bezel. So basically the bezel is going to be like this. The reason why I'm going to gut this out because this has a little gap between the monitors, between the black borders and the monitor. It's like a quarter of an inch gap. I hate it. So if I'm not gonna gut this out, you're gonna have like a little gap between the monitors and the plexiglass, and that's gonna look ugly. I like mine nice, flush, blends right in. Okay, let's get started. So first time, I'm gonna figure it out. Got this. Oh, 27. This is a 27 inch. So for the correct measurement, remember guys, you don't measure this way. You know, that shows a lot of people measure this from the border to the border. That's about almost 26 inch. The correct way is from the edge of the monitor screen only. It needs to be the screen, okay? Exactly 27 inch. So you got to measure from diagonal, from left to top, screen on. Do not measure from the border because it ends up being 30 inch, and that is up. You know, if I saw the monitor, it's the wrong measurement. So the correct measurement is from the edge to the edge screen only. It's 27 inch. So I have the exact screen size, which is 27 inch. So for better game experience, bigger or better, bigger better. Like they say, big is best. Size does matter.
Hey, we got 27 people here watching Bobby already. So for those that are just joining, what we're doing today is part 2 of our initial D OutRun mod. And so Bobby is going to be decasing a 27-inch monitor, showing you guys, like, if you want to install a monitor into an Arcade1Up, you don't have to buy the big mount on the back, you know, and try to use the VESA kind of like display things. He's going to gut it and then show you how to put it into a custom frame so it's really flush. So what's up, Kilroy? What's up, Stephen Cartwright, Chris, Fat Toy, Scott J? You guys are all here with us.
What's up,
We're
everybody?
also
You can join
streaming
me
live on Arcade Brigade as well. But that's the plan. Hopefully we can get enough done in 2 hours where he guts this, shows you how to get it done. And we just mentioned the Pixelcade. So in order to get it in, you know, the width of a standard Arcade1Up cabinet is only about, you know, 19 inches or so across, right? And so in order to fit that screen, he has to make all custom crossbar supports. And so once we finish the cab monitor and he shows how big it's going to go, then we'll be able to create the custom size supports too. So widening and Arcade1Up, you know, if you like the design, but are always like, oh, I wish that monitor was a little bit bigger. Bobby's one of the few that I know that likes to expand it way bigger than the actual stock cab. So he's doing the 27-inch. That's going on.
I cannot stand 17-inch monitor. I'll be playing racing like this, like what? I can't see. What is that? You know? Come on now.
Yeah.
What is nowadays? Who plays small monitors? Small, tiny inch monitors. Come on, who plays that? Come on now.
Hey,
right?
What's up, Dragon Gamer?
I
Hey,
can't
Chris.
stand it. Okay.
Hey, what's
okay.
the brand?
I love
what's the brand, Bobby?
Arcade1Up products. I love Arcade1Up products. They're awesome. Their design is awesome. Everything is perfect except the monitor. Arcade1Up, John D, if you're listening, Come on, step up your game. All other companies are the big guys. All the other guys are 19-inch monitor. So 19 will be a okay, just okay, decent, but 20 will be best. So this is
What's the brand?
I don't know what brand is this. What is this? I never seen this brand. Show them on the YouTube. I mean on eBay. This is about like $500 on eBay, or maybe more. I'm not even sure. Maybe less.
Can you see the logo on the back? What's the model number in the back? Can you see it?
It's a license number model. Yeah, the model is right here. It's a Wasabi Mango QHD. You want me to read it to you?
Yeah, let's read it out.
Okay, it's a Wasabi Mango QHD 275.
QHD 75.
It's a dual HDMI. Yes.
All right, so we'll look that up.
Dual HDMI.
I'll try to do some research and see if I can get the specs of the monitor up there so you guys can see it. Wasabi, what's going on? Hey, what's up, the Rexer Show? We got Chris. We got Atran Fanatic as well. Thanks for joining, guys. All right, so he's going to be getting to work, getting that done.
Yes, I'm gutting this baby out. Make sure you have a nice cushion on the bottom. You don't want to scratch your monitor. Okay?
That's the great thing about watching Bobby mod.
I picked it up.
Bobby modding is so like comfy and cozy. He's just sitting on the floor. He has his nice little blanket there, and he has his lucky blanket. Where's your lucky blanket, Bobby? What's the lucky blanket?
Oh, it's in the washer. Okay, let's see. Okay, now they gotta be careful on how to take this out. Okay, this is pretty big, and this thing is really, really heavy. Let's see, I'm missing another screw. Oh yeah, see that? I'm missing more screws right here. That's the reason why I didn't go out.
Yeah, the Rexer Show. So what Bobby's doing, he's not putting the 27-inch monitor directly in the stock Arcade1Up. So in our first video that we did last, I think just on Saturday, if you missed part 1, Bobby traced my Arcade1Up cabinet, the frame of it, and cut out his own frame of an Arcade1Up style monitor. So Bobby's the best at, you know, the duplication king, if you will. So it's an Arcade1Up OutRun style cab, but he's going to be making his own kind of frame for it. So it definitely wouldn't fit inside of a stock one unless you did your own widening. But the plan is to have Encore do the custom art, and then I'm going to be doing the big box build for it. So this is just a nice little fun project. So this will be a several part series for us to kind of watch Bobby from beginning to end. If you are interested in building your own Arcade1Up, this is the guy to be watching. So, I mean, it's a long tutorial series, if you will, but I'm providing color commentary on, you know, what Bobby's doing, but it's cool to see him at work, right? So every part of the process takes a lot of time, and he has so much like tips and tricks that we don't know about. So Bobby's, you know, sharing all the tips, if you will. So that's the plan.
Yes, that's right. I'm sharing you guys all my secrets, okay? Yeah. So I'm trying to figure it out right here. How am I gonna open this monitor with this? Okay, I think I got it. Okay. I think you have to open at the front. Going up to the front. Be very careful, guys. See, I got the frame out, the front border. Remember, use this flat screwdriver to leverage the little lock. There's a little lock. You don't want to force it. You just want to, you know, nice and easy. You don't want to crack the screen. I've seen guys crack screen. See this? Here's an example. See, now I'm expanding. I'm using Linky, the marquees, Pixelcade, the Pixel.
Yeah.
Is it Pixelcade? Is it called Pixelcade?
Yep.
So I will have bezel on mine. Look at this beast. Did you find it, Carl?
No. Yeah, somebody was saying they found it and it looks like an expensive monitor. So I'll do a quick search right now. So Wasabi Mango.
$20, guys. Shop around. Okay. Look, there's screws around here on a metal bracket mount. So that's the reason why I couldn't open it. So usually all monitors you gotta open from the front. You gotta decase it, take it out from the front. So we're gonna do step by step slowly. to expand this. All right. See, am I missing anything else? Okay, now I want to flip it upside down. I save all my screws. See all the screws? I throw nothing away. I reuse them. Okay, let's try to check this. Okay, something is stuck, right? Look, something is stuck. Now I have to look. What is it holding it up? Oh, guess what? Guess what, guys?
What's up?
You cannot decase this. You see this?
What's going on?
So I'm gonna have to use the whole thing. Yes, I'm gonna have to use the whole thing because this is different. See this? This computer chipboard here.
Yeah.
It's on the top. So I have to put it back, everything back to normal. So I cannot decase this. But before I do anything, I'm gonna take this little piece out.
Do you know that you're decasing a $500 monitor?
But I think there's a way. I don't want to yank it too hard. You see this? I don't want to.
Yeah.
Well, maybe I can unscrew. No. I'm not gonna decase. It's too risky to decase everything. You have to do like gluing all that. No, it's too much trouble. Okay. I'm trying to figure out how to get this thing out of the way.
I just looked it up on eBay, guys. Let me showcase my screen and show you guys the monitor that Bobby's using. You guys ready to see this?
$20.
He bought this for $20. You guys see this? Are you guys seeing this? Let me see if I can get this bigger. This is the Wasabi Mango QHD 275 Universal LED. $500 on eBay right now. This is the monitor that Bobby's playing with right now. But you got it for $20. I don't know if it's the exact same. It looks like the same one that you're using. But man, look at the resolution on this. This is it's 16 by 9 IPS.
Will you play everything?
256 by 1440. So it's better than 1080p, man. So you got better than 2K resolution. Man,
this will be a bad deal.
That's a bad monitor, man. Look at that. I forgot how much money this cost.
Believe it or not, Kong. Remember, I FaceTime you when I picked this up, when we picked up the PC?
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the monitor, remember? This is the monitor I told you about. Yeah.
Maybe this is the one. So
actually, Beat Kong witnessed this when I go pick it up. Like, when I go pick up the PC. So, okay, I'm gonna put it back the way it's supposed to be. Okay, I'm gonna put it back. So there is no way you can decase this. This is a very tough one. This is not a Dell monitor. Forget about it. Ain't easy. Okay, this is totally different.
Yes.
So luckily, I kept all my screw and organized it, and now I remember what screws goes to what.
You gotta keep track. So we got some people from Facebook here. Scooney's in the house. He's saying,
"Hey,
what's
up,
out
Scooney,
them shares?" You got Adrian Mitchell and Asa Kande saying hello. Got the master at work.
Oh, Adrian, Boomba Claude.
Boomba Claude, that's what he said.
Adrian.
And then you got your boy Adam Calvis in the house too. What's that? What does that mean? What is this?
Adam.
What does this mean?
What's up, Adam?
What does this mean? Boombo Clark. There's a story behind this. I don't know what it means. What is it?
That means in Jamaica. That means mother flower.
Bobby's universal, man. His appeal is universal. He got people in Israel that loves him. You got Jamaican, man. You're worldwide, man. You are worldwide. That's awesome. Very cool.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Okay, now I decase this. Now I'm going to put it back the way it's supposed to be. Right? Mm-hmm. So it's pretty easy and simple. I gotta make sure it's the right direction. This is the top, right? So luckily, this is a snap-on. You know how it's a snap-on. So I'm gonna put it back the way it's supposed to be.
All right, we're up to 45 folks that are joining in. So if you're just joining the stream, we are modding an OutRun style cabinet that Bobby already cut up the last time, but he's taking apart a $500 monitor that he picked up for $20. It's a Wasabi Mango QHD 27.5, I think, monitor that we just looked up. So we took it apart. Didn't look like he could decase it like he normally does. So tell him what you do normally with the Dell. if this was like a Dell monitor that you would normally open up, like why do you decase it? What is that process? Why do you do that for instead of just slapping it into the
For
cabinet?
one, Arcade1Up, okay, the cabinet is very fragile. You want to decase it to line it up, so that way it's not too heavy to pull down the cabinet, and the wood is pressed wood. It's a cheap wood. So the lighter the weight, the better it is for your monitor to mount, and the less hassle. So that way it won't fall apart. And to customize to fit in a 20-inch monitor into a Arcade1Up stock monitor frame. That is a trick. I put this upside down, so I might just open it back up. Pretty easy. So it goes this way. Go this way. That should be correct. So this is a snap-on. So before I do anything, since I got it out, right, I'm gonna have to test it again. Make sure there's power.
Gotta test it.
You know what I mean? I'll put all the screw back.
Gamer Stan says he found two.
I don't know. Kwok Lee, you watching?
Man, finding deals today. Gamer
Kwok
Stan
Lee,
says he found.
Test your monitor before you do anything.
It's funny. Gamer Stan found 2 Dell FPBs for $20 today. So congratulations on your master find. That was awesome.
Wow, nice, very nice pickup. That is so awesome.
And Bobby,
Gamer
we were talking
Stan,
earlier. AZ Lambo Dreamin'
Yeah.
was saying that how much is this mod costing you? We're like, are we keeping track yet?
What was that?
Are we keeping track of how much this mod is costing you? That's what one of the folks was asking.
For every video that we're doing live, I'm telling you guys the price. So if I lose track, I'll rewatch the video and keep track of how much the price. So this monitor cost me $20, and the power cord, I can't remember. I think it's almost like $30 for that power, for the right power cord. So screw it in. For some reason, I'm not sure this is the correct screw hole. Okay, this is the one here. I'm using the wrong screw. It's not going in correctly. All right, you gotta put it back in. So now I'm going to live with a little gap between the plexiglass and the monitor. I don't like the gap, but you know, when you play the game, I don't think you're not gonna realize that when during gameplay. But like I say, for racing gameplay experience, you do not want to go 17-inch monitor. You're gonna go blind. Your eyes gonna hurt like really bad. Cause focusing on that little tiny screen, oh hell no, that's not me.
All right, I'm gonna make Bobby big again. Bobby wants to see everything while he's driving. I mean, and there's so many things that you could do. I mean, like if you're building a racing cab, like you could have like a big giant bucket seat. You could have it on a widescreen monitor like as well. But there's something about having like a dedicated cab, a racing cab. Like I get that question so much, I think in recent last week. It's like, if you have the skills to build your own cabinet, why don't you build like a giant full-size cabinet? Like Bobby, like what do you say to folks that are always asking, like, since you have the skills and the tools, yeah, why do you keep OutRun style stuff in your house?
I tell you guys, okay, if you're gonna use a OutRun, first, you save a lot of time. Okay, second, a lot of people do not have the skill to cut wood and all that. If you can find for cheap on Facebook Market for the Arcade1Up cab, it's already there, pre-built for you. All you gotta do is just add monitors and ready to roll. Okay, for second option, you can always duplicate it and make it at full size. Easy, just trace them, follow my tutorial. You save a lot of money. For $20, can build you a full-size cab. I guarantee you that. 46 by 97 or 98 for $19.99, half MDF. So nice. I can go either way. I can build a full size. I can build a small. A lot of people don't have room. So Arcade1Up size is a decent size. So add more stuff and more different artwork with different size. If you get a big cab, what? You're going to have like 8 cabs in your regular size room instead of like 15. So it's all up to, depends on the people, what they want. You know, it all depends. You just can't go by one person and say, why can't you do a full size cab? Space.
Yep.
It's space. You know,
Makes
you
sense.
need
Makes
room.
sense. All right. So for some
So
people,
easiest route. You can buy used cap, okay, for cheap, $60, $70. Use that. You save yourself a lot of time building it. Building it will anyway cost you more. If you don't know how to do the woodworking, then it's a lot of work, and you might mess it up, and it end up costing you more time instead of making it quick. So I plug it back on. Hopefully, there's power. Let's see. We got power. Check it out. I didn't mess anything up.
we got
I got
power.
lucky. Okay.
Awesome.
See that?
I got a special
We
guest
got
that's joining
power.
us too.
Okay.
I got a
Now,
Flurkin in the house. Say hello, Maxie. We got a Flurkin. I know some people are like interested in seeing the cat. There he is. He just climbs up into my lap all the time.
What's up?
Little kitty. I know you got a little puppy over there too, Bobby. I know she's gonna come and grab you.
As y'all know, this is a very, very good quality monitor for $20. Shop around, guys. I got very lucky. This was just laying around like trash. Like I say, one man's trash, another man's treasure. Good pickup. Okay.
Yep.
So it would cost me for 2 gap. I just made a 2 cap. So it cost me $40 to build a 2 cap, one for me and one for Encore. So me and Encore will have 2 different designs, but it will be initial D. Okay, now expanding time. I'm gonna use this as a measurement. You see this? So I'm gonna take this outside. Then we bring the camera. So Kong, you could entertain our guests while I'll set this camera outside and start doing some measurements. Okay?
All right, sounds good. Take your mobile with you if you can. So we got a couple cameras set up for Bobby to move around the house. So want to give you the best angles we can. Look at Bobby's feet. We always got to get Bobby's feet in some pictures. If that's a little inside joke, if you ever see his feet, look at those.
Hey, where's Kwapli? He wants to see my feet all the time.
I know. Always wants to see your feet. That's so funny. All right, we got a couple of comments in here too. We got
Kwapli
some.
Like, I'm missing the feet.
Gamer stand.
I'll show you guys see this later.
Oh yeah, look at that.
I'll show you about the paint, what I used. Okay.
Yeah, get it set up. Get it set up.
Set it up.
Gamer stand. You asked me.
It's ready to roll.
You sent me a message on Facebook about computers.
Yeah.
I did see that. I didn't get a chance to respond. So you sent me 2 computers. They look like Dell 3020s. So if you haven't checked that out yet on my channel, I have a couple of videos where I go over basic PC specs and what I recommend for budget builds. It's like a 6-minute video that has 3 different options. So with just looking at the outside of it, I really can't tell. So you need to send over the specs or check out that video and you can see all the specs that I recommend. So if you're going to be putting together a budget PC, look for a used Dell like on Facebook Marketplace, OfferUp, and then look for the cheapest graphics cards you can. Like I always recommend a GT 1030 is the lowest one that I've experienced using. And if you're looking at
he wants to play PS3.
Yeah, then you might need a 1650 or something else. But look for a graphics card and compare it with the 1650, and then you guys can see the difference in the ranges of what's going on. So PCs are all different. Yeah.
Gamer stand wants to play PS3 games, so it's gonna need a higher graphic card for that.
Gonna need that higher graphic card.
Yeah, 1050 is not gonna work. I tried it. It was laggy.
Yep, that sounds good.
So 1050.
All right, so AZ Lambo Dreamin' asked, where can I get graphics for a full-size cab from? I mean, so there's a lot of other art folks that you can get graphics from in the community. I know we've used Arcade Graphics before. Gulf Coast Graphics are the 2 places that I know of that do good size stuff. Escape Pod. So I mean, those are all the places that you can get graphics from. So I highly recommend checking out their sites and seeing what works for you. But they do both A1Up and full-size stuff as far as I can see. Cool.
You guys see that?
Yep, we got you set up outside. We're moving out. All right, we got about 40 people on stream right now checking out. Yes.
So Al, Linky. So I'm gonna use this as a measurement. So this is gonna be my expansion right here. So you want a perfect to fit your mark for this. What is it? Pixelcade? Yes, Pixelcade. Thanks, Al. So I'm gonna use that as measure. I'm gonna get my wood. Okay. I'll be right back.
All right. So while Bobby's out there, we got a couple of folks that are asking about pinball, right? So Bobby's also done kind of a couple of pinball mods before. He has his Toy Shock. He has a full-size virtual pinball cab in his house before. I don't know if it's been a while since you probably showcased that, but that's pretty awesome. But did you get in on the At Games pre-order, Bobby? Tell them what you did. Did you order the At Games one or what? Can you walk around? Can you still hear me?
I had to do it 3 times. I had to do it. Yeah, I can still hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yep, we can hear you.
Okay. I had to order it 3 times. On my 3rd try, I had to enter my UUID because that game wasn't specific enough to enter your UUID into the discount code with a drop-down bar. So they updated the website, and now this is enter your user ID. UUID is called a user ID. So that shows that you're a 1.0 owner, original owner. So that way the first batch, all the 1.0 owner will get it first. Yep. And after that, then a 2, and then a 2.0, and so on, and a third, and second and third. Let me get the wood. Oh,
what?
Oh, I want to show you guys something. I want to show y'all something. Okay, let me flip this camera around.
All right.
About how I paint it and what I use. Okay, let's see. Setting camera. Let me turn it back.
Hey Bobby, somebody's asking, what did you just exhale?
Okay, guys, check it out. This is what I use.
He didn't hear me.
Flat black. What I use? I use cluster. Vanilla cluster.
What do you smoke? Nice.
Vanilla cluster. Okay.
Yum.
This is what I use. Here it is.
Okay.
So I sand it down nice and smooth. It's very smooth. Okay. This side no need because artists can go this side. You can get it dirty as all they want. I'll sand it down later to clean it up. So this is either one. One is for Encore and one is mine. So it's exact duplication. I also did the sit-down seats, but I'll show you that later. Okay, so that's what I did. So this is done. Now we're gonna do expansion today. I'm gonna use this as my measurements to be exact size measurements. Okay, let me flip this camera around. More. Boy, this thing. You gotta do all this. Why can't it be in the front? And in the front of the option, you gotta go into settings. Too much work. Okay, now instead of me using a ruler to get the perfect like inches and all that, nah, I'm gonna take a shortcut. I'm gonna use this as measurements. Okay, I'm gonna use this as measurement, guys. I've been sitting down analyzing this. So I got spare wood. I got lots of spare wood. Plenty of spare wood. Here's my spare wood. So Arcade1Up has three support panels, which is KK and L. Is that KK and L or what? KK, 2K, and 1L?
Yeah.
Right? Okay. So I'm gonna have to do 2K, 1L right here. This is a perfect size measurement. I'm gonna measure this right here. All I do is just one, and then once I'm done with one, I can duplicate the others. Okay. So I'm gonna make 3K panel. So which is this one here? Let me go grab it. Is it here? No.
All right, while he's getting stuff out there, for folks that may have just been joining in, we were attempting to open up the 27-inch monitor earlier inside Bobby's house, but it was a little bit more complicated for a giant $500 monitor that he picked up for 20 bucks. I still can't believe it now that I saw that one more time. But now he's going to be expanding the cab itself, and so he's going to be using some more MDF, cutting it out. The Pixelcade that you see there is kind of a really awesome LED marquee made by the Pixelcade guys. I shared a link in the description so you guys can check them out. But I'm really curious to see what modern game marquees look like on the Pixelcade. So we're going to have to test it out in a little bit once we get it.
Y'all remember this?
Yep.
Where's my camera? Is the other way around. Okay. Y'all remember this?
Yep.
All right. So I want to make 3 of this into the size of this. You got to get the picture? The size of this. I like to get a lead pencil. So I'm going to measure this it has a little bump here, so it's hard for me to go exactly. So right here is good. Gotta make sure it's nice and straight. I'll mark it right there. And then I'm gonna mark this. This will be the expansion right here. So I use this as a ruler. Look, why not, right? To strain it up. Okay. Now I can make 2 pieces out of this. 1, 2. I can make 2 pieces out of this. So let me get my ruler just in case. My tape measure. Just in case. Just in case. This one hits 27 inch. Oh wow, that's 27 inch? What the? On a dot. On a dot. 27 inch on a dot. See, right here, I'm short. Luckily, I measure it. I'm short, so I had to do 27 inch. I'm like a hair short away, so I'm good. So 27 inch. 27 inch there. And 27 inch here.
So this is the front panel part that you're widening out, Bobby? The K panel. So the K and L panels are like, if you're building an Arcade1Up, these are the cross beam supports, right? That go in the back,
yes.
in the front,
yes.
like right underneath the control
the
panel.
back.
It's like the middle of the cab, essentially. Yeah. So there's those 2 support beams. There's also one that's behind the monitor too, right? It's like there's 3 of them, right? You need 3 of these?
Yeah, 3. Yes, 3. You need 3 of them. Exactly. Yeah. So I luckily have an eraser. I didn't use a black one, so easy.
And then what about the bottom of the cab? So the original OutRun cab had like the recess kind of pedal section. You're not even going to bother with that, right? Like, what are you going to do anything?
I'm gonna put it. I'm gonna put it. I'm gonna custom mount the pedals on the bottom knee.
Inside, so you're not going to make that little.
So that way,
okay.
Yes.
So you're going to make the inside of that front area like open as well, too, right? And stick the pedals inside.
Yeah. As you guys can see, I messed it up. You see that? You see that 2 line? I'm like a centimeter away. See that? So now I'm just gonna cut it straight. I have a table saw machine up here. Make it nice and easy. Cut it straight. I mark my line. I don't know y'all can see this with the other camera. Can you see it?
The big camera, the wide camera.
I got my table saw. Yeah.
I'll switch it around so we can see the big camera.
Let me close this here. Let me move this camera around so y'all can see it.
Add that in.
Let me go get my goggles. Let me go get my goggles right there. There it is. Let me go get my goggles. A lot of dust gonna fly in my face. Safety first, guys. Always
safety first. I've been using some new tools too. If you haven't checked it out, I did a live demo of drilling using my my brand new drill press. And Bobby doesn't like a drill press because he likes to use his guns. But I am in love with my drill press.
That's right.
If you have the right tools, everything makes life easier. So check that out if you want to see a demo of me drilling through plexiglass and MDF at the same time. Works really well for what I use. And my go-to bit is a Forstner bit. So that's making holes. But you know, everybody has their preference, pros and cons for everything. But so Bobby, are you going to be cutting it on the in the front or in the back?
Table saw.
What's that?
I'm cutting my table saw on a table saw.
Yeah. Table saw. Okay.
This is easy. This is very easy.
All right. I just muted Bobby because it's getting kind of loud. So he's using his power tools there. So yeah, we can see him in the back there. He has that whole setup in the back with his tools. So he has a toolbox. He has several power machines back there, right there. So the front one that you see with the mobile cam is kind of a saw table, and then he has the table saw in the back. So all right, I'm muting you now. Go ahead.
I'm off. I am off a little bit, so I'm gonna sand it down nice and straight. Okay, it's off. See that? See, It's okay. You can sand it, make it straight.
All right, Bobby's using that sander. So the sander is really key. I mean, for anything that you're modding, I'm gonna mute him really fast. Yeah, so that sander that he's using, when he was making that whole board, again, when he makes that cut, he makes it a slight millimeter or two outside of the cut, and then he uses the sander to get it back down. So this is just kind of how he's doing it. So yeah, do you want to talk?
Okay,
are you checking
look.
All right.
Look at this. Exactly. Look at that. Exact measurement. Look at that. Okay. We'll sand it down a little bit.
Bobby, your laptop camera, by the way, died, so I don't know. All right.
What happened over here?
Yeah, so your laptop camera died. That's all right. If you can reboot it, you can. You have your other cam going still, so that's fine. So just when you get a chance, you can check that one out. It was a little bit laggy anyways on stream, so you may not need to turn that one back on if we can just check your mobile.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
all right,
keep
now
going.
I have this. Perfect. So I'm going to use this as a measurement. Same wide, the length. Okay, it's going to be longer. So I like to use the side of this to make it straight. The side is the straightest part. Okay, I'm just going to draw a line. Duplicate exactly identical. I'm going to go one more over here. Make it nice and straight. I can make two of this. I got one. So I'm going to go to the other side. Because this side is straight. I use the straight side, right? You got to use it nice and straight. Straighten it up. So I need to make 3 of this piece.
So you need one more MDF
to expand the cab.
Yeah.
Yes, I have plenty.
Plenty. Cool.
So make sure it's perfectly aligned. I'm out here. I'm okay, perfect. You don't want it crooked. If you have it crooked, then your cab is gonna be fit okay, but it's gonna be off. It's not deadly aligned center. So I'm gonna make this here, line it up. I'm gonna tell you guys what I mean. I like to go on the corner of the edge. You guys can see?
Yep.
See how I use this side to line it up straight, and I use this side to make it straight. See that? I didn't go right in the center. So this piece of wood, I'm gonna save it. So I'm gonna use my table saw. I'm gonna cut it. Pretty easy. So ain't that hard.
All right, Bobby's going off camera for right now, but that's okay. We'll get it going in just a little bit. So
yes. What happened? My camera's out?
Oh no, your mobile's still on, but we can't see you because your big camera's off. All right, I'm muting him while he's using that table saw. Some of this, it might be easier if I was in person helping him out, but we're testing this out, seeing if we can do a full live modding session. This is really awesome, just being able to connect with folks that are watching right now and bringing the art of modding into your houses. And so Bobby, if you couldn't tell already, he's really into the hardware builds and kind of really figuring out how to make things work. He's a lot of the times people will ask, like, do you have a template for this? Or like, how do you do this? What are your measurements? And the measurements are all in his brain and they're all drawn out by hand from what you can see. So that's part of the modding process that makes it fun, right? That you're able to kind of think on the fly, creatively solve a problem. Like he went into opening up that monitor blind and just being able to, test it out. So that's the same thing with me when I see a new kind of controller or joystick, and I want to see how things work. So I want to bust it open live too. So those are kind of, our talents that we like to bring together and collaborate. So thanks. Are you back? Yes,
I'm back.
Oh, you're still drilling though.
No, I'm done.
Oh, he's using his thing.
Now check it out, guys. You see, luckily I draw a line, right? I'm off. You see, now I'm gonna sand it where I'm off. See that? See that little pencil line? I'm gonna continue sanding that to straighten it up. Okay, I'll be back. Mute me. You don't want anybody to hear this.
All right. All right, A-Tran fanatic. Are you a Transformers fan by chance anyways? Check this out. If you're a Transformers fan, look at my room. You guys see that? I don't know if you guys can see. It's a little dark, but I have a room full of Transformers that I probably have not showcased. You've kind of seen in my background, like what I normally collect, but that is it's my Macross Transformers collection that I have. That's been my main thing. But yeah, watching our drill press video the other day was really informative. So thanks for checking that out. Again, I think that's what me and Bobby really love to do, is not only just building stuff for ourselves, but eventually sharing kind of the tips and tricks that we learned along the way. I started as a very novice beginner modder, in February this year, and thanks to connecting with Bobby, watching his early videos, and just testing stuff myself, have really learned how to get better with certain things. I appreciate folks that are coming in, and hopefully these videos help some folks that have some ideas about modding on their own. But it never hurts to try. I think that's the coolest thing that about modding, is that once if you feel like you're gonna mess up or something, like I feel like there's always ways to fix it for the most part, except for Plexi. I always say that. Be careful with your Plexi. You only get one shot and you have to redo it. But everything else, you can fix almost everything. So it can open things up, can things most around. Those are the things that you can do while you're modding. All right, any other questions in the chat while Bobby's moving on his sander right now? So he's making a second one too. Oh yeah, Gamer Stan saying that he collects McFarlane and Hot Toys. I'd love to hear what other people collect. I know people are into arcades, and I see arcade rooms that I get super jealous at, but I don't have a really good arcade setup yet. Like my actual den with my arcades is pretty tame compared to my collection room, because I've been collecting toys for, oh my god, like 15 years now, and that's been my main passion, is Macross and Transformer toys. I just got into doing the whole arcade bit last year because they're so big. But they're so expensive. I mean, my toys that I collect, I do a lot of, people don't know I'm a huge Macross fan. And, those toys are only available through the Japanese market. So you have to use, secondhand folks to get them. And they're expensive. The cost of one of these toys is the same as an Arcade1Up, if not more sometimes, depending on what you're getting. So the collectible toy market is crazy. But it's pretty awesome. Hoping to do some unboxings and things too, if that's ever something that folks want to see. But I have a cool setup. I enjoy it. I definitely want to showcase some more of that too. All right, Bobby. Bobby's still standing off this board. So he's making 3 of these little panels. Again, these are, I think they're the K and L panels that you would see on the Arcade1Ups, the middle sections that kind of hold everything together. And so he made it the width of the Pixelcade marquee that's going to be installing in the front. So if the Pixelcade marquee is going to be on the front of your cab, then the rest of the width of the cab is going to be that same direction. So that's why he used it to measure it perfectly. Cool. Oh, I love this. So we're gonna go on a tangent here and start talking about Transformers, because A-Tran Fanatic says he's a huge Transformers fan. You have 75% of the original G1 collection in boxes. Very cool, man. Awesome. Does that mean you don't take them out of the boxes? So if you could tell my collection, I'm one of those that like opens everything. Like even though I love to keep things, if you don't open them and look at them, how are you gonna enjoy them? So, but maybe the G1 ones stay in the boxes because that's more nostalgic. They, like, as much as I love G1, like they're terrible toys in terms of like transformation and the engineering behind them. But the newer toys and the newer Masterpiece stuff, like some of those things are super fun to play with and transform and mess around with. But G1 toys are more about nostalgia than they are than actual toys. But that's just my humble opinion about Transformers. But cool, man. Thanks for sharing that. I love that you're a huge Transformers fan. Bobby is too. I went to his house and I've seen a little Transformers display case, looking pretty good. I'm sure you can get more. He has like I think the War for Cybertron Omega Supreme, which is pretty cool. I have that in my collection as well. So big Transformers are pretty awesome to have in your collection. Really huge. G1 figures are bricks. Is what No Money Ranger says. This is true. They're bricks, but they're fun. They last, right? They have that nostalgia, kind of fun metallic diecast features. Did anybody back the Hasbro campaign for the Unicron Anybody do that? Like, so I did. That was like one of my major purchases that I made last year. That I was like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna spend $600 on a Transformer toy, and now I'm like, oh, I just spent $600 on an OutRun arcade cab. So now it's like doesn't feel as bad now that I'm spending so much money on arcades. But yeah, I can't wait to get the Unicron, the HasLab Unicron. That was the Hasbro Kickstarter campaign. So that's going to be my big Transformers toy that helped to expand my channel to other content. But I love the arcade stuff. I mean, like, oh man, this has really been an awesome run of talking about arcades and everything that you can do for modding over the last several months. So Bobby, where are you at? Can I turn you back on?
Yeah,
You're back
turn
on.
me back on. Okay.
All right.
Now make sure you double check. Both of these are identical. You see how it is it?
Mm-hmm.
This is 2K and L. So I'll make one more, and I'm missing one more, right? So I'm gonna extra leftover wood. Okay. So I don't know. You count this as what? How much? I don't know how you calculate this. So I'm gonna take the one I just cut it out. I'm gonna measure this.
What about the bottom
this
panel?
piece right here,
Bobby, like, why don't you use?
Get you that.
Oh, you do a different one? Okay.
Yes, I'm gonna get you that. Okay. Now you see this?
Yep.
I'm gonna cut this out. You see this piece here?
Mm-hmm.
Same measurement. I'm gonna use it as a monitor mount.
Oh, okay.
You get it? This piece will be a monitor mount. It'll be in the back because this is custom. I'm not gonna router the side, grind the side to fit the cabin. No need to, because once you do custom, you got to go in a different route because there is no gap for measurement. It's kind of hard to measurement on a side gap on the inside, how you route it out to fit it in. Mm-hmm. It's hard to make it a perfect measurement because it's of an angle.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So this will be perfect here.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna measure this. I'm gonna draw a little line.
So instead of doing like normally you would decase it and make like a mount frame that fits it flush, but now you're going the route of kind of the old traditional way to install like an aftermarket marquee, which is to have like a mount that goes inside of your cab and then just using the VESA hole mounts to kind of screw it in, right? So the monitor is just going to screw into that backboard, right, Bobby?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right, so
I'll show
he's
you
measuring that
all
out.
the tips and tricks that I know. Yes. Measure this. Okay. I'll be using 1UP mount, 1UP L bracket mount. I have lots of leftover and spare. You guys get it? You guys know what I'm saying? Do those mount, straighten it up. I like mine to be nice, perfect. I'm very OCD about this. Yeah.
Bobby Broadway says that you rule. Do you know who Bobby Broadway is? He says Bobby rules.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, we both rule. Two Bobby, huh? You Robert and I'm Bobby, huh?
That's right. It's another Bobby.
Yeah. So I'm gonna use this as my gun. Yeah, right here. Okay. So same thing. Since I'm gonna measure this one. This is the perfect size. I'm gonna do it identical. So I'm gonna do one. Make sure it's nice, line straight. I'm off. Go down a little bit. Nice and straight. Perfect. I'm gonna draw a line. After this, we're gonna go for the bottom piece with a base. What's that piece called? The base, B.
I don't know. Like you need the letter?
Yeah. What's that base called? The bottom base.
I can go grab the instruction manual.
Oh no, it's okay. No, it's okay. Okay, I'm using my table saw. I'll be right back.
All right.
Mute me.
You got it. You're muted. All right. So Bobby's working back. He's making another panel. So he's almost done with the frame. So once he does that, then he just has to do the base. And I think that's it. So, I mean, like later when Bobby gets back, I'm also curious about when he makes that widen frame, he also has to use the thin MDF to make a new back cover as well as a new kind of top plate cover. I think the front, he's not going to be using a kick plate, a traditional kick plate, because the OutRun cab doesn't have a kick plate you can stick your feet inside. So he has to use thin MDF board to also expand it. So I'm pretty sure he's just going to cut a custom size. He can't use the other one that's going on. Hey, what's up, your average gamer? Thanks for joining in. So if for the folks that are new to joining in, we have about 45 people watching the stream right now. So Bobby is working on expanding, making parts to expand the Arcade1Up OutRun style cab that we cut out last time. In part 1, we cut out a frame of the Arcade1Up OutRun cab that he traced and cut out, showed you guys his tips and tricks, can't talk, of cutting that out, sanding it down, making it nice and smooth. Oh, look, we're getting a nice peek there. So he's turning the camera around. So now you can see Bobby's table saw. Do you want me to unmute you? Oh, no. Okay, no, he's still working. So he's got his table saw there. So there we go. Nice and smooth, very straight. Watch your fingers. Count your fingers, Bobby. Make sure nothing gets cut off. Yeah, going very, very clean there. So he got the tools, got his workbench, and he has all sorts of different pieces of wood too. So I mean, it's nice to have those at your disposal, but otherwise, a lot of times, if you have the right measurements too, if you're doing your own measurements, you could also even take it to like Lowe's and have them cut it for you. All right, you want me to unmute you? All right, you're unmuted now. Go ahead. What happened? What'd you do? Why is it so crooked?
As you can see, no, my machine is crooked. As you can see, my table saw is crooked. Luckily, I drew a line. Now all I have to do is just cut this little piece out and sand it down. Okay, I'm gonna use this. What's the machine called? B. What's this called?
What's that? A bandsaw or what? I don't know. Is that a router?
Yeah. It's called a bandsaw. I'm gonna use a bandsaw.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm just gonna cut it.
All right.
This little bandsaw.
All right. We're counting Bobby's fingers as he's going through here. We don't safety first. But yeah, he's cutting. Get all these tools set up. Look at that, using a bandsaw. Power Tools 101. How to use all the stuff in your arsenal. I like getting old arcade cabinets and fixing them up. Christopher Fasano. So what do you use? What are some of the tools that you use when you're building and refurbishing old arcades? I'm kind of curious. Like I'm as much as I'm into Arcade1Ups, I have like zero experience with full size cabs. I have an Area 51, a Lethal Enforcer's full size cab that I've been meaning to kind of get to and refurbish, and I just bought a virtual on full size cab. So I am a full size cab noob. So I'm really curious about, I probably should be watching some more other folks that have more experience with the full-size cab and restoring those. But Arcade1Ups are a little bit easier for me to handle. Curious. All right, Bobby, should I unmute you? Are you back? All right. What are you doing now? What are you doing now?
Okay, I'm gonna measure. Right now I'm gonna measure the other side to straighten it up. Everything needs to be exactly identical, the same. You can't have one longer, one shorter. So everything's gonna be off. Okay. So I'm gonna measure both sides. The reason why I measure both sides, when you sand it evenly. You see how there's a previous line I drew? So now I'm gonna sand this.
Yep.
Oh, now I have to sand this and this side too. Okay. So you're gonna have to mute me. Let me sand this real quick. Okay.
All right, cool. So yeah, Bobby, your average gamer said it best. He says, this is the part that gets me, that I hate, the woodwork. And so the woodwork, again, you have to have some of the right tools, and cutting it down, sanding it is the key for Bobby's kind of smooth panels that he makes. So I agree. Woodworking is not for me. That's what Bobby does, and then I handle the other side, which is the software side. So we make a good 1-2 team for sure. And then Donkey Punchers 1976 asked, you're late to the video. Are you modding this with other driving games? Yes, absolutely. So what I'm doing is we are taking this this cab and then putting in a custom playlist to be able to run all sorts of racing games. And so while people are here and watching and Bobby sanding, I think I have a copy of it. I'm going to demo and showcase my sample build that I made a custom video. Let me see if I can upload it to the stream. I made a custom video let's see if I can upload this. Has to be max limit is 5 minutes. Yeah, I can do this. I can upload this. Let me upload the clip of my custom Racecade video that I created so you guys can see what I'm going to put in my OutRun cab. And then I'm going to make a version of that OutRun cab video for Bobby and his initial D stuff. So let's see here. All right, racing, OutRun, Racecade intro. There it is. Yeah. So this is going to upload in just a second. So once we get there, I'll show you guys a video. But in my biggest thing that I've already had experience with is modding the Star Wars cab. So when I modded the Star Wars cab, I put together my own playlist. I call it Starcade playlist. Right now, 2.0 is the current version that I have. And on that playlist, I have over, I think, 115 racing games that are, classic racing games, modern arcade racers, as a mix of Mario Karts. I have driving, shooting games. But I didn't want to just throw them all into one giant list, because I've seen other builds and front ends that have all these racing games, but it's just one giant list, right? So from there, I wanted to demo a version that splits it into specific playlists. So I created custom playlists to be able to get everything going. So yeah, that's what I've been working on. So that's uploading. I'm going to share that with just in a second. We got another question that says, that's awesome. Can't wait to see the final build. Just found out about this cab. And if you get a custom image of driving games, I'm going to get one. Is the image going to be available upon completion? So that's TBD for right now. A lot of times when I do my builds, I provide them for clients and folks, but I'll see if I can make a smaller version of my build. So my preferred front end of choice is Launchbox Big Box. It's just what I use personally and the easiest for me to create custom playlists and things. If you're interested in Star Wars, I have my Starcade playlist 2.0 available for clients that I'm working with. I have a Facebook group. If you guys want to join it, I'll leave a link in the description. But if you join my Facebook group, I'll have information on where to get my Starcade playlist. This Racecade, still TBD if it's going to be available for folks. So let's see if the video uploaded. It's still uploading. Maybe I can just share it from my desktop. Let's see. Let's see if I can just share it from my desktop. Go here. Let's go here. And I'm going to share my screen here. Share audio. All right. And so I'm going to share my screen now. Okay. And let's see if I can do this. All right, so here we go. Tell me if you guys can see this. This is my custom Racecade intro. Yeah, there it is. So I made a specific OutRun list. Just a little teaser. 37-second video, ride and shoot playlist. My ride and roll playlist with Paperboy, Crazy Taxis. Yeah. All right, so that was my Racecade playlist. So were you guys able to see that? Was that cool? Did you guys see that? All right, cool. So that was my custom Racecade playlist that I put on my OutRun cab for what I'm putting together. So again, I'll make a version of that probably with Initial D music. I'll probably make it a custom playlist just with Initial D and then have the Initial D background music as well too. So it's just a little teaser video that I put together based on everything that I have. The fact that I added Stun Runner makes you cool. So yes, Stun Runner is actually one of my favorite games to play on the Star Wars mod. It's really awesome. Bobby, you back? Should I unmute you? I'm sorry, you've been waiting for me?
Yeah, I'm back. Yeah, right. I'm back.
You're back.
Yeah. No, keep on talking. I'm trying to connect my laptop
again.
Okay. Okay. Now, guys, the last final step. Okay. Mm-hmm. Now, check this out. You remember this?
Yes.
I'm gonna duplicate that.
The dowels.
All three. Yeah. Mm-hmm. The dowel, the screws, everything. Okay. So let me get my tools ready. All right. So I'm gonna get my little bits. The best one is remember, you gotta drill at least half an inch deep, or you're gonna get a crack.
Yeah. All right. So while he's getting that stuff, some folks were asking, what were you saying? Are you talking about the little drill bit that you're using, right? All right, Bobby. We're just timing wise, we're an hour in right now. Okay.
Oh my God, I better hurry up. Oh damn, that's fast.
Yeah, you got an hour left.
Okay, so I'm gonna eyeball this. You gotta get the picture. Look, I'm gonna eyeball it. Okay, when you go to the other side, you don't flip it. You slide this. You get it?
Yep.
So that way you duplicate exactly the same. You don't want to flip it upside down or messing around with it. So I'm gonna get a little clamp. I better hurry up before time runs out. Okay.
Keeping
Just
Bobby on track. We're only
you
doing
can buy
2 hours
a
at a
whole
time.
package of this. Okay.
Yeah.
So it's lining up straight as possible, right? That's good enough. So I'm gonna mark it. I'm gonna mark it first. So the middle one has to be a screw, right? So you screw in. You just try to center it as much as possible as you can. You get it? So I'm gonna center this dead center by eyeballing it. Now I'm gonna screw it in at least half an inch. How about that much? See that?
Yeah.
That much. Because when you do that, so that way your wood won't crack when you screw in the screw. So I'm gonna mark this. I'm gonna use it as a mark. This is where the dowel is at. I'm gonna mark the dowel. Okay, so later on, it's with ease. That's it. One tiny mark. One dead center mark. That's it. Now I'm gonna go this side. I'm gonna continue. I'm gonna slide it. I'm gonna slide it right there. So everything will be identical. Nothing missing. All right. As you guys can see it, see all that? Okay. I'm gonna drill it in, same thing. This is where the wood screw. You got to look, eyeball it, dead center. I'm gonna dead center it right there. Now I'm gonna screw it in all the way. I mean, drill it all the way. Almost all the way. So that way your wood won't crack when you put in the wood screw. I'm gonna mark this real quick. I'll mark this. It's off right there. I'm gonna move it over a little bit. I could have done this for faster, but I want to show you guys as a live tutorial to see how I mark it, how I duplicate it in all detail. I don't want to skip any step and then all of a sudden my messenger blowing up. Hey, you skipped this step. How do you mark it? So I'm showing you guys how I mark it right now. Okay, pretty easy and simple. This thing's wiggly and moving around. It was wiggly and moving. Add another one, clamp. Okay.
That's right. If your average gamer
So
says
right
he's going to
there.
have to watch part 1 and part 2 to make me one too. So yeah, if you want to go back and take a look at how Bobby even like started this whole process, check out that part 1 video. It's about, we'll probably do 2-hour sessions at a time till
Guys,
it's complete.
Guys, if you successfully modded, custom, follow my tutorial, please let me know and give me a shout out so that way I know that my tutorial works. So that way you guys can motivate me more for more tutorials, for future tutorials. You guys know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, we get a lot of people that are saying that, Bobby.
Now
Like
this
they
thing is
comment saying that watching our series of videos is giving people more confidence to do their own mods. So yeah, we definitely appreciate hearing that, especially like, Bobby on the hardware side and, my little tips that I have on some of your wiring needs. So definitely helps us, continue making videos like this for the community, especially if it's going to help.
yes.
So appreciate to hear that.
Yes. So I'm on the same thing. I'm gonna screw this half an inch deep. Now I want to mark my dowels. Try to dead center this. Yeah, my dowel here. Just a little tiny mark. I'll tell you why I do that. Later, when you do everything, it will be easy, with ease. So, one done. Okay, now I'm going to go this side. Continue on.
What do you think, Bobby? How far are we going to get by the end of today? Are we going to be able to see it put together a little bit? What do you think?
I hope so, because after this, we're going to have to do the bottom base.
Okay.
So the bottom base is going to be a little bit difficult because we're going to have to expand the bottom base.
Yep.
Okay. The bottom base is going to be very important for hold the support. Let's see. Okay. Now I'm going to mark the hole. I'm going to do the rest. I'm going to show you the next step is very important for the next step, okay? Very important for perfect measure. Last one. Last of the L and the K bracket.
Nice.
Mount. Okay. So I'm gonna do this real quick. We'll dead center this.
All
Anybody
right,
have
for
any
folks-
question? Or are they still watching?
No questions so far. We still have about 40 people that are watching. It's taking a time. Got some
Oh
folks
wow,
here.
that's a lot.
Yeah. So we still got some folks here. Big Kid Toylocks just says, Bobby,
Okay,
you
guys,
and
I'm
B
done.
are very inspiring. I'm working on a mini Donkey Kong, so now maybe a racing cab too. You got this. So thanks, Big Kid Toy Box for checking it out.
Okay,
so
guys, check it out.
Yep.
The middle will be a screw, the wood screw. What's where you're gonna put it? See that?
Yep.
I drew it up to like right here, about half an inch. The two hole I mark, that will be the dowel. Now, very important. This is very important. You guys must listen carefully with this one. The dowel, where's my dowel tools? Okay. I forgot what's this called. What was this called again? My mark. The little so I'm gonna use the original dowel hole. I'm gonna stick it in until it stops. You get what I'm saying? That's where my measurements. So now I'm gonna lock it. I'm gonna use this. I'm gonna lock it. You get it? You gotta get it? You gotta get the picture? So
Yes.
I'm gonna lock it down as a measurement.
I forget what that was called.
Okay.
Somebody mentioned what it was last time. Like.
Okay. Let's set out. So there's my measurement. You see that? Now with ease. Now I'm gonna use my drill.
You got to get links to all your tools,
very
man.
Easy. Watch this, guys. Watch this. Very easy. Look. Done. You see that? Identical. You see that? That's where your dowel is at. Continue on the other side. Very easy. Nothing complicated. Continue on.
Thanks, Bobby. Bobby says it's like a submariner, a depth gauge. Yeah, I don't know what it's actually called. Hey, but we got another question for you. Somebody says, Bobby, what kind of music do you like? Do you like punk rock music or surfing music? What's your go-to music? You're
80s, new wave, disco.
Yeah.
Jeez, and some hip hop. It depends. You know, not all hip hop, but some hip hop. And I like dance music, mixed music. You know, some little techno. You know, some retro music. You know, those are my favorite music.
Yeah.
I like new wave. You guys know what new wave is? 80s music. Follow my boy DJ Alpha on Twitch. He plays on Saturday and Sunday. Oh, and freestyle. Freestyle is my favorite too.
Right. Yeah, because I'm getting anxious too. I can't wait to see the initial decal when it's all finished. Show them what it's done.
We have expansion. Okay, now let's go for the base. I'm gonna use this as measurement for the base. You get what I'm saying? This is the base right here.
You got 45 minutes, man. Let's get to it.
Oh, I have the original. Let me go grab the original base. You know, forget perfect measurement. I'll be back.
There we go. He's coming back right now. So Your Average Gamer, I know you have your own channel, so check us out. Check him out. He does some good stuff there as well. Appreciate you joining in, checking out the stream as well. So yeah, I think it's a cool thing about this the community is that we're all kind of supporting each other. I see a lot of folks that are joining other people's streams that we're all talking about kind of the retro arcade community. So it's been pretty cool to see everybody jumping in as I've done more of these live streams and see who the folks that are coming back in and out. But hopefully you guys are enjoying the content. So if for folks that are new, just joining in, we are in the middle of expanding the Arcade1Up OutRun replica cab that Bobby's making. So in our part 1 video, he made the frame for it. Earlier in the video, we were working on using the 27-inch monitor to see if it fits into the cab by decasing it. Unfortunately, the internals were a little bit too complicated to remove it completely from the case. So he's going to be making a mount instead, so that it mounts into the inside, sort of like you know, some of the other monitor kits that you might see from like Tulsa or some other places that have like the 20-inch monitor kit, where it just uses a flat wood panel and then you just drill the 4 VESA holes into the back of the actual monitor itself. So that's the style that he's going to be mounting the monitor in. But it's huge. I mean, 27-inch monitor, you're talking about like, you know, 10-inch diagonal screen size, bigger than the stock Arcade1Up. It's going to be a beast in there. So I like the resolution on the stock monitor that I saw earlier as well. It's going to be running my custom playlist. So it's going to be pretty cool. It's going to be a nice big build when it comes out and does everything. So I showed you guys earlier what my Racecade demo video looks like while he's coming back. I will just showcase a little bit about what's happening with some other stuff too. Where's my stream right? There it goes. There it goes. Okay, cool. I have another video I wanted to show you guys of just OutRun itself. So when people are asking me when I make my playlist videos, like how do I put this stuff together? So I'll give you all my secrets in terms of like just putting a custom playlist together. There's a lot of nice media available for games. So if you use Big Box, there's a program called Emu Movies. What'd you spill? What is that? What is that, Bobby? I can't hear your mic if you're talking. What happened? Where'd you go? Are you talking, Bobby? Can you hear me? Check your earpods to see if they're reconnected. Your earpods might have disconnected. Yeah, we're going through some tech things right now. Bobby, can you hear me?
Check it out.
All right.
Yeah. Okay, this is the base, the G panel.
Yep.
You gotta get it?
Yep.
So what we're gonna do is, then we'll get a big extra panel I got. Let's move this other side. I need room. I need lots of room. Lots of room. This is done. Now, this should be quick. Once with the base is in, boom, we're ready to roll. Okay? It should be quick. Let me go get a piece of wood. A long piece of wood, wide for base.
He's grabbing it. All right, so while he's grabbing that, I'll just showcase and demo a little bit about what I was doing to build my custom playlist video. So everything that you saw me build a second ago was made in a program called Camtasia. And so that's just my program that I use to put stuff together. So let's see, OutRun playlist, there it is. Okay, so I will share my screen so you guys can see what I'm using to put together. Well, I'll do it in the next break. All right, go ahead.
All right, Kong, quick question. Okay, on your OutRun cab, I noticed the body is more depth. Can you check, can you measure this on the bottom? How deep is it?
Like if it's the same size?
You see where, yeah, you see where it says where you put the wood behind here, the back piece of wood? Measure from here all the way to the end. I want to see if it's the same size.
To the end or to the, like where the little dip is, to like the little groove?
No, to the end.
To the end? End to end?
Past the groove. All right. Yeah, to the end. Yeah.
All right, I'll be back.
So I'm getting my wood set up. All right, guys, here it is. Here's my piece of wood. So I'm going to widen this out, right? So basically, as you guys see, this is the back where a piece of wood goes in here to hold the backboard. Okay. I'm going to use this as measurement, as widening it. But I want to know how deep and long is it, right? So this will be my wide.
Where is my yardstick? Got this.
So this looks like.
All right, I'm back. 18.75 inches.
Okay.
Is it the same?
18.579. Where is my ruler?
75. 18.75. That's from the back to the front.
I lost my tape measure. Where's my tape measure at? Where are you, tape measure? Where'd I put it? I thought I had a tape measure out here. What happened? Where'd it go? Oh well, I don't know where it go. Let me look for. Let me grab a bigger tape measure here.
All right, while you go grab that, I'm going to show my screen. So
what is it? 17, 18 what?
18.75 inches.
Wow, is that right? Yeah. Was this 18 and
18.75, so 3/4. So it's like not 18 and a half, 18.75.
7/8 right here. Is that it? 7/8? Right there.
Go down, I can't see it. Yeah, it should be that third notch right there. Looks a little bit shorter then. You know why the mine is shorter is because like there's no kick plate, right? So it doesn't need to have the kick plate slot going into it. But 18.75 is what mine is.
Yeah, this is pretty. This is close enough.
Yeah.
Yeah. The only way for a perfect measurement, let's use this cap. Here's the original.
That's right.
The only way to find out, right?
Yep.
So this goes to the back. Look at that, boys. Look at that, huh? Exact. Oh, this is that. That's the outside. I get the wrong way. This side. So the back goes inside. This is where Yep. Perfect. See, my dial is off, but good thing. You see this? I want to show you. Kong. B.
Yep.
B, you listening?
I am listening.
Look. You see this? You see the hole? It's off. I don't know if you can see that. Where's it at?
Go down. There it is.
What the hell is that? Oh, there it is, right here. You see that? See that? It's off. So I'm about to use. Let me flip this camera around. Let me measure that. Wasting time. I'll show that later. All right. So I'm gonna use this as a template, but in expanding it. Okay.
We make everything bigger.
This is the bottom base, the G panel.
Everything's bigger. Look at that. All right, so he's got a brand new MDF board there.
Check this out. Size does matter. Okay.
Unless you're a small guy like Bobby Vu.
Okay. So basically, this is going side by side. So this is the expansion. It's going to the back, right? So I'm gonna measure this all the way up, straighten it up, and then draw a line, and boom, there we go. We have it. Gotta be a same exact measurement. So right there it is. I'm gonna draw it up.
Because you asked, do you have a pic of what it should look like, the end product? If you see the thumbnail image, the cab art that I use with the initial D in the thumbnail is the mock-up of what one of the designs for the initial D cab is going to look like. So check the thumbnail out in the video. And when you go back and see the video, you'll see a snippet of it. So when we get closer to the final product of when we get putting stuff together, you'll see a little bit more. But I'd say we have at least maybe 2 more videos, 3, hopefully not too many more videos, Bobby. But you can't rush perfection. This isn't once we get this done and everything, there's a lot that happens on the inside. We're going to show you guys how to decase a PC, put that inside, everything, right, Bobby, from beginning to end. Audio, you got to add in all that stuff. You got to wire it up.
The community I want all the community to witness the final finished product live from the beginning to the end. Okay,
Yes.
look at it. Here's the expansion. Look how the base look like. Look how the base look like. All right, let me go this setting thing here for better view. More setting, blah blah blah. Rear camera, back camera. Okay. There it is. There's the bottom base.
Nice.
So basically, see that? So I'm gonna start using a table saw. It's gonna be hard. So I'm gonna use a jigsaw, so much faster. Okay. Put me on mute. It's gonna be a lot of noise.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna put you on mute right now. So he's gonna be drilling out the board right now. Go ahead. Cool. All right. So while he's doing that, couple of questions. So your average gamer was asking about the PC wheel. I think Bobby got several wheels, so we haven't picked which one he's going to use yet. So he has lots to choose from. So he's got a lot of good wheels to go with. So Bobby's going to be grabbing his jigsaw. Bobby, I'm going to unmute you really fast. What are you using? Are you using your jigsaw on that again? Or are you going to use something else?
Oh, yeah.
The table?
Yeah, it's too big for me to put on a table saw.
Okay.
No, it's too big.
So you
I'm going to use jigsaw.
Jigsaw. Jigsaw it out. We got 35 minutes, man.
Just
Go. Simple jigsaw.
35 minutes? Oh my goodness. Hold on. Oh, damn. Oh, damn.
Your
35
clock
minutes.
is on. Clock's on,
minutes.
man.
Oh, damn.
Clock's on.
Oh,
all right, I'm going to mute you right now. All right, so while Bobby's there, don't rush yourself, Bobby, though. Be safe, all right? That's first and foremost. Be safe. Safety first. Safety first. Your average gamer was asking, are we going to be linking two racing cabs together? So there definitely are some networked games that if you have two cabs close together, you can use your network on your online stream to network them. So I'm going to be doing it for myself because I'm going to have two racing cabs. I don't know if Bobby's going to plan to build a second cab to network in his house. He's making two, one for Encore. Encore is making his art guy. He does some amazing work, so he's going to making one for him. But I haven't been successful networking two PCs that are in different places because he required to be like on the same IP address and then be able to kind of spoof the same IP. So I tried messing with it and it didn't work that well. But that's what we're doing. So yeah, Bobby has steady hands. Okay, so while he's doing that, I'm gonna share my screen again so you guys can see. For folks that were interested in what I was doing to make my custom playlist and everything. So let me make this bigger right here. Okay, cool. So this is my my screen here. I'm using a program called Camtasia. So Camtasia, I essentially take the snaps that are available from all the different games and then put them into just kind of a big giant like screen like this. And then I did use Photoshop to create kind of a logo with this design here. So this is like my custom logo that I created with just the OutRun logo, and I threw some art images in here. I just made it into a clear logo, if you will. And once I get all the games in here and I find a track that I like and I run it, the final product of what this looks like is pretty much this. So as long as you can make a short snippet of a game. So here's my racing intro for just my OutRun playlist, so you can see this. So this is all the video snaps put together with just the clear logo. So when I'm creating a custom playlist in Big Box, this will play, and then afterwards when I click into the playlist, then I'll be able to see everything else happening from this. So I thought this was just like a nice little quick way to show you, but this is how I've made all my custom playlist videos for everything. So like for example, we're going to be doing the modern racing playlist, which has the Initial D music in the background. So this is like Initial D music. So I already have my Tirreno there. You can see I have a little bit of the Initial D gameplay in the background right there. So this will be a little snippet of possibly what you might be seeing in the Initial D OutRun cab for the playlist intro. So hope that was kind of cool, just kind of a sneak peek. But if people are wondering how I create all that stuff, I'm just using, again, Camtasia to kind of do my video editing, some basic Photoshop, and that's pretty much it. So hopefully that gives you guys a little bit more of an idea of what's going on. So man, I'm getting very dark because it's getting darker here on the West Coast, and I should turn on my lights. But let's see. Hopefully you guys can still see me okay. If not, I'll turn on my ring light here in just a second so we can see me more. All right, you have to do a video on this B and doing Launchbox. So I haven't done a video on how I make the playlist intros, but I do have a Launchbox and a big box tutorial already. So if you want to check out my Launchbox tutorial, my big box tutorial, check it out. I go over how to create custom playlists and everything and how to put that together in terms of the theme. You may still need to like do your own custom logos and things, but hopefully that was kind of a neat little snippet. Maybe I'll do a video on Camtasia if people are interested in seeing what I did. It's very simple. If you have the access to the media, I mean, I'm very basic in terms of Photoshop and just figuring things out, but I know how to make things look a little bit nice. So that's what I was able to do. All right, Bobby, I'm going to unmute you now. Tell what you're doing.
Now I want to measure the other side so that way you can sand it evenly. You get it? So you always have two lines, one on the front and one in the back, top and bottom. So that way you get a perfect sanding straight line. So that way you won't be off. So I'm going to use this as a guide. Now, which is expanding. So this is the back piece. Okay. So I'm going to use this to make it as a perfect line. I'm going to draw it out. Perfect, perfect. Good. Line it up. You gotta get perfection. You don't want it to be off. You know, you gotta be. Yeah, you don't have to have guys. You don't have to have a lot of patience to do this, guys. You can't be rushing it. You gotta go one by one. Make sure everything is nice, straight, even for perfect sanding. Now, I'll go back over here. I'm gonna draw my line up here too.
All right, Chris was asking in terms of like front end, what front ends do you guys like to use? And then you like hyperspin. So our guy Kwok Lee is the hyperspin guy in our team. So for those that like hyperspin, you know, I think hyperspin is great for you know, multicade.
Yes.
Kwok is awesome. So yes, we definitely love our hyperspin builds. But Bobby uses everything. He has so many different systems.
Kwok Lee is the master of hyperspin.
Yes. Bobby, what's your favorite front end though? I mean, you have the most experience probably using everything from CoinOps to Hyperspin to Launchbox to RetroFree to, you know, to everything, man. Like, do you have a favorite? I don't know. I've never asked you this.
Yes, I do. I have a favorite. It's called Arcade 2.0.
Yes. Yes.
Yes. That is my favorite right now. Yeah.
You heard it from him. So his favorite is my Launchbox big box build, my Starcade playlist. Man, I appreciate the shout out.
2.0.
2.0.
That is the best out there is right now. No issue, plug and play with ease.
So good. I appreciate that. All right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna mute him while he's moving that. So Launchbox, but seems hard to set up. So you know what the thing about Launchbox is it's the easiest backend for you to create a custom playlist. Like if you're looking for like a plug and play solution, like there's so many kind of pre-built images from either PyBuild or like the CoinOps Next Arcade builds, like any of those already have really great playlists and things you can grab ROMs from. Like, and like me personally, when I did my Launchbox build, all right, I'm gonna unmute you. What are you saying, Bobby? What are you saying?
Okay. Well, quick guys, quick updates.
Yep.
Make sure you draw a line both sides. Okay. On both sides, all right? So that way you can, when you sand it, it will be straight. It won't be like angle. You get what I'm saying? So that's an example. So you sand straight line here, and the other side is still like, it's gonna be like an angle. So you have to flip the other side and sand it again to straighten it out. So we want the wood to be straight. Yep. Okay, mute me.
Good. All right, good comment. All right. That's some master modding tips right there if you're gonna sand the edges too. That would be me. If I was cutting straight, I'd be all over the place. But you know, me, I'm using kind of like a little mini I maybe use like a little mini circular saw, but yeah, Launchbox. Again, I took some of those working builds from CoinOps and I imported my games into Launchbox. So the Launchbox interface allows you to kind of import ROMs and emulators and set them up individually. But so if you're looking at customizing your own library, like I haven't found an easier system to like, I just want to play these games on this playlist and make my own set. You know, that's the benefit that I found in using Launchbox. But I know you can do that in CoinOps, and you know, but if you're looking for more kind of like plug and play solutions where you can drag and do add-on packs and stuff, like CoinOps is fantastic. I've not used Rocket Launcher and Hyperspin yet. Quackly needs to teach me on how that works. I know it can be finicky, but the interface or the front end, the ultimate front end of Hyperspin, when in terms of like the media playing and all the images and the snaps and stuff, like I think Hyperspin looks the best, but you know, it takes a while to set up. So yeah. There's another shout out from David that says Starcade 2.0. Woohoo. If you haven't checked it out, I have a demo of my Starcade playlist 2.0 that you guys may have been checking out before, but check it out. It has 329 games. It's awesome. I need to do a demo of more gameplay because I kind of failed when I was doing my first demo of it. I wasn't using StreamYard yet when I was streaming, so it wasn't easy for me to like share my screen. But now I almost want to do another demo video using this new program that's way easier for me to like stream multiple cameras and stuff, because OBS was not having it with me earlier. I don't know how to use OBS as well yet. But cool. Thank you guys for joining in. Bobby, we have about 25 minutes left in the stream, so he's working on the bottom. I hope by the end of the stream we can at least see the frame of it put together. That would be awesome. You know, we may not get to actually mounting the 27-inch monitor, but let's see it. Let's see if we can at least, you know, get the frame set up. But we needed to, you know, when you're building your cab, looking at both the marquee that you're going to install, whether it's an LED one or kind of one of the aftermarket marquees, and then your monitor size, that's going to dictate the size of how big you're going to widen your cab for. So that's why at the beginning of this video, for those that joined in late, Bobby was looking at the 27-inch monitor that we were working on, and then he was kind of get those dimensions so that he can make these custom measurements. And so we've already made 3 K and L panels to kind of make the frame, and now he's finishing off making the bottom base of it. So he's going to have to duplicate this again, but hopefully we'll be able to get this going on. Nubs1 is here. George Edana, my main man George. So for folks that don't know, George and I are going to be doing another stream on Thursday evening. So check it out at 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern. I'm going to be having George on here to talk a little bit about his amazing 3D masterpiece called the Death Starcade. And I saw that there was somebody else that did a Death Starcade, George, but I'm confident that it doesn't compare to what you did. So anybody who's done a Star Wars mod and has like completely blown me out of the water, like I definitely want to interview them and showcase them what they've done. So you can be prepared to be blown away if you've not seen George's Death Starcade in the back that he did on it. So it's going to be freaking amazing. All right, so George says Launchbox has a feature to import your Steam and GOG games too. So yes, another kind of fun feature for Launchbox. Big Pit Toyok says, man, that looks clean like a mother. Wash your hands. Shut your mouth. That's right. So looking clean, Bobby. You got some fans there that are saying there. And George is saying that build almost killed you. I'm sure it did, man. You put a lot of work into that. Bobby, we got Keith Coffee saying hello. We got Bonnie Jason Beditson saying hello. Got Damon Cook that said hello earlier today. These are all the people that are chiming in to support you. Yeah, Tando, thanks for joining in, man. Checking us out. Nubs1, appreciate everybody that's been checking out the stream. We still have 45 people that are watching today. I look really dark right now because my room got really dark. So maybe I'll just kind of keep talking in the dark while I have my glowing Macross arcade mod in the background. So I have to play with my background. One of the things I was going to try to do was see if during streams I could turn on my lightsabers. I thought they'd look really cool, but then they're really loud. So I kind of want to turn one on and just like have it in the background, but then see if I can still talk. So do you guys want to see my lightsabers turn on the wall back there? Yeah, anybody? I think I'm going to do it. I'm going to turn it on, and then you guys can tell me if the audio sounds really bad. I'm kind of curious now if it looks really cool with my lightsabers turned on. So check it out. Bobby's still standing. He doesn't care if I'm here or not. Check it out. You guys ready? Here we go. Boom. Yeah. Boom. I think this one has batteries. That doesn't have batteries. How does that look? Does it look cool? Yeah? Is it really loud? Is it buzzing? Oh man. And my Yoda lightsabers and my top ones don't have batteries, so I'm missing a green saber in there. But how does it sound? Does that look pretty crazy? What do you guys think? Lightsaber background. I think it looks awesome. So maybe I'll find a way to mute myself. Can you guys hear the buzzing of the lightsabers while I'm talking? Or is it kind of like rumble low? I'm kind of curious. Like, oh, there, one of them just turned off by itself. So maybe if I can find a way to like leave them on during streams, I think that would be really cool. I have to like play around with my decoration. Or maybe I'll just like cover the microphones. You can hear the humming? Okay, so I have to like cover the microphones up. When you start them up, you don't hear too much now. Total Jedi status. All right. So yeah, I'll find a way. I'll find a way to keep those lightsabers on. I think they look pretty cool. They're just on my wall. I never turn them on, so part of them are running out of batteries. I'm sad that some of them are actually like broken though. Like I think I left my Yoda one, the batteries in there too long, and then they just kind of like went out. But cool. All right, that's the lightsaber background. So Bobby's still standing. He's getting there. It looks good. Maybe I'll turn them off because it's getting a little bit loud. All right, I'll go turn them off. Turn them off. That was fun. Anytime you get to play with the toys, it's always fun. Got to work on some lighting stuff. So yeah, I've been collecting lightsabers since like 2004. So my first lightsaber was a master replica, the Darth Vader FX saber. So yeah, that was my first, and then I started getting more and more of them. But those are mostly master replica FX sabers. Now I have a combination of some Hasbro ones that also bought the license for it, and then some of the Disney ones that came out. So since I live close to Disneyland, now we got it. All right, Bobby, you done? He's blowing. That means he's almost done. So Bobby has that master blower, and so he's good. All right, Bobby. Tell us what you did. You got 20 minutes.
Can you hear me?
Can hear you.
Okay. All right, let me show you. The D panel.
Yeah.
See the D panel? Now, the tricky part is we're not going to use this side hole, because it's different from OutRun. They mount the hole differently. It was off. I looked at it. So my plan B is get the panel, the side panel, one of the side panel, and mark it. Here it is. This is the inside, the black. I painted black for inside. So basically, it's gonna expand like this. Am I correct? Look at that, right?
Nice.
See it?
Nice. Well done.
So I'm gonna dead center this. Now, very important, because you don't want it crooked. You're gonna need a ruler. You're gonna need a ruler, okay, to make it straight. That's about a quarter of an inch. This is perfect. Needs to be a quarter of an inch. Can you guys hear me?
Yep, we can hear you.
Basically, I'm measuring a quarter of a centimeter. A quarter of a centimeter of the thickness right here. So the backboard could land right in here. You get what I'm saying? Where you put the backboard.
Yep.
So the front panel right here. So this is, let's measure this. What's this? This is an inch and a quarter. So yeah, I'm off here a little bit. Here's an inch and a quarter. I'm off here a little bit.
Oh, that's bright. I just turned on my light. Let's see. Okay, let's turn that down a little bit.
Quarter of an inch. Quarter of an inch. See, I'm off here. Okay, I am perfect. So you want a quarter of an inch of measurements. Now where's my so I'm gonna mark it. I'll get a black marker. I wanna mark my holes. Dead center it.
Nice. I just realized that Big Kid Toy Box is Zane. So Zane, what's up, man? So yeah, I'm excited that you're finally gonna be able to pick up your Star Wars cab. It's been a minute since I've had your cab. So I appreciate the patience. But your cab has been sitting in my den. It's been on all the videos that you've seen recently. So thanks for the support. You have an awesome panel. You have a really unique panel, by the way, too. So I've not made that panel for anybody else except for you with all the little buttons that you did. So I'll show it off in just a second. So cool, man. I just put two and two together. All right, you're going to be drilling a little bit more. I'm going to mute you for a sec. All right. So Bobby's making the holes to be able to kind of fit in there, make everything nice and clean. He's mashing up the holes and the dowels to be able to fit in there. So he's doing the dowel holes right now. But hopefully we can get this together in the next 15 minutes. I know you guys have been waiting. I've been waiting to see this finally like put together in some sort of frame, but it's going to be freaking awesome. All right, C Mart the entertainer, Chris Mart says that it'd be cool to find a way to connect them via Google Assistant or Alexa. You can definitely turn on your cabs using Google Assistant or Alexa, so that's always the cool thing that you can do. But yeah, that's definitely depending on anybody's setup on if you can add in a Google Alexa, like turn on your cab or something. So that's pretty cool. And I love what your average gamer is saying is that your dad says the difference between a man and a boy is the price of your toys. It's true. It's true. Us big boy toys still have lots of fun playing with our big boy toys. So that's a very true statement. I couldn't agree more. So Bobby, are you done drilling? What are you doing now, Bobby? We can hear you now.
I'm doing the other side.
You doing the other side?
I'm drilling the hole on the other side. I'm matching the hole on the other side.
All right. How are you doing that? Let me see if I can plug this in.
Everything needs to be perfect. Everything needs to be a perfect align. So I'm gonna use my marker. Where do I put my marker at?
All right.
There it is.
Zane, are you still watching? Oh, your lightsabers. Oh, you're talking about the lightsabers to Google Assistant. Like, those are all battery powered, man. Like, how do you get something that's battery powered to go into your Google or Alexa? I'd have to turn those into like an actual like lamp or something. That would be pretty cool. Alexa, turn on my lightsabers. Zoom. Like, yeah, battery powered stuff. I have to think about that. But Zane, check this out, man. Look, this is the panel. This is your panel. Nobody else has this. Look at these. He wanted a red and a blue button. He wanted all these tiny 16mm buttons in here too. He wanted a custom view button with a kind of a star X-wing logo here too. This was an insane kind of panel with all these different things. Pretty good. That's your panel, man. If you're still listening. Cool. All right. Hey.
Are you doing live stream?
I got a guest here too.
Cool.
The Offspring has joined me for a stream. How are you?
Yeah.
How was school?
Yeah.
Good?
Mm-hmm.
You can be doing jiu-jitsu soon?
Yeah.
Go get set up. You got 7 minutes.
Now we're gonna how are you ready?
What the?
All right, looking good. One more? Two more? 2 more.
Yeah, two more. Almost done.
Chris is asking, when's the third video? So we'll figure it out.
Sometime this week.
Maybe this weekend or something. Yeah.
Yeah, sometime this week. Should be easy.
We'll see. We'll see. See what else we have to do to get going. George is asking, what's the lowest PC that I've tried with my playlist? I would say it was a 2nd gen i5 with a GT 1030. That's the lowest PC that I've tested my playlist with. It probably could run on any of the classics, like on a lower GPU. I think I tried a Radeon like 37270. I forget what the name of 34270. I think was what it was, and it was like it really like lagged. Like my bar was can I play Star Wars Battle Pod on this, and with the GT 1030, which is like an $80 graphics card, was only running like 25 FPS, if even like max 30 FPS. So it was really that was my bar. Like I need to be able to play Battle Pod on my playlist. So GT 1030 can play it, but it only runs 25 FPS. So that's just my experience of what I've been testing, but that's the lowest PC I've used. Is Bobby making all the pieces by hand? Yes, he is. Bobby, everything is done by hand. He's making everything. Start to finish.
All right, guys. Later on, I'm gonna send you a link on Amazon to get the correct dowels. Okay.
Okay.
Dowels. Okay. That's just. I already know the measurement for the eyeballing, so I'm gonna do real quick.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna put the dowel in and I'll just cut it. I already know my measurements. That's good. Continue on with the dowels.
Yeah.
All right.
That's when you do this a lot,
That's
he's just kind of like clipping it. He's just bought his own dowel and it's just like clipping them. That's smart.
Eyeballing it, because I already know the exact measurement, but just by eyeballing it.
Yeah. I mean, especially like once you have it in, like you really just need a little bit of the nub sticking out for it to hold it in place. Like you don't need it to like be exact measurement.
Yes, exactly. Yes.
The one that's going in needs to be more exact, but yeah,
correct.
to your point. Yeah. Cool. Clip.
4 dowels to be easy. Ain't that hard.
All right. SoCal is where it's at. Come on down. All right.
Who's ready? The mount is on. Here it is.
Let's go. Let's put it together. You got 8 minutes, man. We're counting down.
Okay. Here it is. I'm putting it together right now. I'm gonna get my screws.
Here we go.
Screws.
All right. So at least.
How many minutes we got left?
8 minutes. 7 minutes and 40 seconds till we hit the 2-hour mark.
Okay. We got this. Here it is. Let me go ahead. I use the wood screw. I'll show you what the detail later. There's no time.
There's no time.
I'm gonna get my DeWalt inside the house.
Very cool. So Jay Bennett then.
Here it is right here. Check it out, guys. Let's put this baby on and see if it fits. Let's put this to the test. Is it exact measurements? Is it the wrong way? Yes, there it is. Come on, Dow. Get it a little bit off, but it's okay. All right, let's push this in a little bit. Push it down. Yeah. Yes. Okay, now
Bobby never has any trouble finding the hole. Good job.
Exactly. So I'm gonna use a screw.
Yeah.
I'm gonna use a screw. Screw it in. Right on the dot. You see how I put it in? It just land right there. Now, let's put this on. All right, another one. You can adjust this later. More power.
Yeah, so a couple of people are asking about the templates for this, Bobby. Like
the template?
Yeah, so I mean, like, you just pretty
What
much
happened?
like traced everything. Like, but people are asking for the template. Like,
Yeah.
what would you recommend? Like, because like you traced this, right? Like, it's hard to like upload a template for like
Yes.
this for somebody to
It's
duplicate.
hard. It's hard. It's the only way for me to give you guys a template is send me your address. I can trace it out and mail it to you guys. That's what I did for Steve. Steve who? Steve who? Who was that guy?
Steve
Who was
Wolford. Steve Wolford.
Steven.
Yeah.
Yeah, Steve Wolford. Yes. I made him a template for Star Wars. Look what he did. Oh my God, he did a hell of a good job.
That's your thing.
Yeah, Steven did an awesome job. He put together a great Return of the Jedi cab as well. But yeah, so I mean, if that's something that you guys want to do, message Bobby his comments or check out his YouTube channel. Message him on Facebook if you really want to. Like, I know he's traced it on paper and sent it out, but you know, probably not something that we can do for everybody. But it's hard to kind of like measure it out, especially the shape of the cab. The shape of the cab is not something that's standard. There's a lot of like curves to it. And then what he's doing with the panels that he's making. The panels are all custom sized. They're not like measured exactly. He measured it based on, you know, what the 27-inch cab was that he was building. So it's not the exact same as the A1Up. That's pretty much everything that we're doing. So yeah, we're almost there.
We're almost done.
5 minutes.
It's coming
5
along.
minutes.
It's coming along.
So he's got the back
5
frame
minutes?
that's going in there.
Okay.
What are you guys doing?
Yes.
What are you guys doing?
All right.
What are you doing, Dad?
Mhm.
What are you doing? I'd stay like this for a while.
As you guys see this, I could have done this pre-made, but I want to show live how I did it, so that way you guys won't get confused. Right, B? Remember we talking about it?
Yep.
I wasn't gonna cut this ahead of time and just do it real quick, but I want to show a lot of more detail, so that way my messenger won't get blown up. Say, how'd you do this? How'd you do that? You know, say, hey, watch my video.
Step by step. You got 3 minutes and 45 seconds.
Ooh, 3 minutes, 45 seconds. All right. Well, yeah, guess what? You're gonna have to extend at least 5 more minutes.
All right. We'll go another 5 minutes if we can. Yeah. Don't want to rush to perfection, but man, we're almost there at having the frame that they're ready.
Yep.
Oh, whoops. Got something.
Yes. Got that in. And the screw holes. I want all the retro community to witness this. Alright. I show you got all my tips and tricks and secrets. Yes. One more to go and we're good.
Let's go. 3 minutes. Guys. 3 minutes.
3 minutes? What the hell? I need to cut this into perfection.
What?
All right, it's coming along, right? What? 27 inch? Look at this.
Yeah, looking good. All right, it's time for you to start class.
Put one more piece up and then we're good to go.
Watch your mom's thing.
I need to cut this down real quick. I want to give a huge shout out to my boy Angel. He sent me the link. Angel, aka Disability, you watching? He sent me the link for the dowel. So I was having a hard time finding this dowel, the correct size. But I found a whole bundle deal on Amazon. It's pretty cheap, you know. It's a good deal. You know, I don't skip this dowel. This is very important. You know why? Because this is where you put the exact measurements for it to be perfectly aligned. You guys, you know what I'm saying? One last piece of the puzzle. We'll put the other side panel on. All right, I gotta move this over here a little bit. I need room. Move it over here. You don't want to move too much. The side panel is gonna. All right, here's the last piece of the puzzle. Let me dig this in.
I like this comment from Bobby Broadway.
Okay,
it says,
perfect.
This is the gamer equivalent of Bob Villa or House Flippers. It's like watching that old like school shows. Like remember like Home Improvement, or watching an Asian version of Home Improvement featuring arcades. Love it. All right, we're almost at the 2-hour mark.
Piece of the puzzle.
It's on top. You got to move your camera up a little bit.
That's the wrong one. Wrong side. I know. I will. Hold on a second.
All right.
Make this side. All right. Let me move my camera a little bit.
If this
How's
wasn't
the
a home
camera?
improvement show,
Good up?
would
Good enough?
yes.
Good enough?
Yep, looks good, man. There we go. We can see the top.
Okay, here it is. Last piece of the puzzle. Let's put this baby on.
Man, that's like wider than I expected. Like, now I look at it, like, holy crap, 27-inch monitor. That's fat. It's like a little mini fat boy.
This will be an epic build, bro. Oh, you know what? I went to drill the down this one. Let me go get another panel. Oh, look at this. What the hell? It's okay, at least I got a backup panel.
That's okay. He's gonna get one more. But yeah.
Here it is.
Almost.
There it is. Right here.
That's the one.
Here.
It is a big boy now. It's huge. Man, that 27-inch. Bobby always tries to put me to shame because I like keeping my stock Arcade1Up monitors.
Come on now.
He always tells me like it's too small. He's always trying to make me feel bad about my 17-inch stock Arcade1Up monitor.
Hey, size does matter. Size does real matter. I need adjust this. So when you put this on, you gotta be. Hold on a second. The dowel is split up, so it's squeezing it to make a small head. The head is too fat; it won't fit in the hole. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, the head is too fat. Huh? I don't know. I don't know about fat head. It is. Come on, get in there. Okay,
Yeah,
one that's in. This one you gotta be patient. No rush.
Though we still got 50 people that are watching you right now at the 2-hour mark. Thanks everybody for joining in. So for those that are just tuning in to the last part of this broadcast, we've been spending the last 2 hours like expanding Bobby's cab. But first off, we had to measure the 27-inch screen. We had to double check to see if we could even decase it. So we weren't successful in decasing the whole monitor. They had too many electronic bits on the inside. And so he's going to do a different version of the mount by having kind of a wood panel behind it and then mounting it to that using VESA mounts. And then he took the Pixelcade monitor. So we got, Bobby got an awesome Pixelcade LED marquee available from the Pixelcade folks. I left the link in the description so you can check out what Pixelcade is. But that had an exact kind of length frame that's going to fit both the 27-inch monitor and this frame. And so he used that as a template to create all the little cross beams that you had. So no exact measurements, everything going on. So he's running out there. We're a little bit over our 2-hour mark.
My phone is running out of battery. Let me get a charger.
Run, Bobby, before we lose you.
My phone's running out of battery, guys.
So before Bobby cuts out,
I know. I
he's
only
gonna
have
get his water.
Let me get this. Plug it in before my battery runs out.
There it is.
I got 1%. Oh my goodness.
1%. Nice man. Good job. Look, we're running out of daylight. Yes. We're running out of daylight.
Come on, get in there. So you gotta put it in. It's getting too dark. I really can't see.
I know it's getting. I see it's getting dark at your house. It's getting dark at my house. I have to turn on the lights. But Scott J says that Bobby's skills are unparalleled. That's right. Nobody duplicates better than Bobby. There's a lot of great custom scratch monitors, but in terms of like duplicating and replicating, you're the duplication king. So good.
Really?
And I mean.
Oh, thank you. Okay, I got one. That's in. Now. Okay, perfect. All right, one more.
I heard a rumor that says you can find holes with your eyes closed, Bobby.
Hell yeah! You can't find a hole, man. You need to go see the doctor. Right?
Yeah, so once he gets that last one, he should be able to. All right, screw it down and let me see it. Screw it down.
Yes, I'm gonna put it down right now. Hold on. One. Okay, 2.
2 hours worth of work for us to see a frame of an Arcade1Up cab.
live, all the detail.
It takes time.
Oh shit, right here. Here it is. It
takes time.
Yeah, it does. This has lots of patience. Okay, you can't be rushing it. You got all the detail. I made a lot of mistakes. I learned from my mistakes.
Yeah.
You know. All right, here it is. Let's screw this down. All right. One down.
All right. 2, 3 more.
Make sure it's nice, tight. Yeah. Wow, B, seriously, you really want to see this too?
We're at 2 hours and 4 minutes. So we want to see the final. And then we got to give them a teaser of what's up next. We got to tell them what's on the next one. So.
Okay. Oh my God! Here we go. You guys ready? I did miss a step, but I'll show you guys later what I missed. I did miss a step though. You guys can't catch it. Only the Mod King can catch it. You ready? Let me put this over here. Get better view angle.
Better view angle, and then take your phone over there. Show them. Oh, damn, that's wide.
Oh my God! This is insane.
She's thick. My goodness.
You guys ready?
Show them.
The moment of truth. Live, you guys witness this live. Let me put the camera around. Easier. Let's see. Setting. That's all. Man, this is too much work for switching the camera.
It's not a Arcade1Up anymore. This says this is a Bobby 1-Up. Bobby 1-Up. To die for 1-Up. That's what it is. Look at that. There it is. So it's the OutRun style shape and body expanded to fit a 27-inch monitor inside. It's going to have a Pixelcade on the top too. So, I mean, imagine sitting on that. And so people were complaining about the 17-inch monitor. Man, that's really fat compared to like my stock Arcade1Up. Like, very cool. Very nice. What do you guys think?
Yes,
Put it in the comment.
What do you guys think? Is that a good tutorial?
It's the money shot. It says we got a thick cab. Confirmed. It said it's going to be a 2-seater. Look at that. It's very cool, man. All right, thanks for watching, guys. Bobby, let's give them a teaser of what's coming up next. So what's the next thing on this project? So we got to go back to actually doing the mounts for the actual monitor and then actually mounting the Pixelcade. So we talked about it, but we didn't get to mounting it. So let's do that. What else are we going to do in the next one?
Oh, you know what I messed up? I'm not supposed to have this here.
It's there on the original OutRun. That's there on the original OutRun, Crab.
Yeah, I'm gonna take this out. Okay,
guys, you're gonna take it out completely.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to take this out because this. I'm gonna put the top right here. I can use this one up here. You get it?
Okay.
For the top control panel, this could be the top control panel right here. You get what I'm saying?
Okay.
But yes, so the next on part 3, okay, part 3 will be the monitor, and will be a custom mount for the Pixelcade from Al. I'm not sure if I want it up front. I'm not sure if I want it like right dead center or towards the back. It depends on the monitor. I have to put on the monitor.
It's further back. If you look at the stock one, like the monitor sits back further back
right here.
into
I marked it. It's right here.
Yeah, because you have to see. Yep. So think about that, and then remember, like you have that little bench or like the dashboard, right? The dashboard that you're going to be looking about. All right, cool. All right, man. So we're 2 hours and 7 minutes over. Good job, Bobby.
This.
Awesome. Take them. There it is.
Yeah. To die for.
Thanks, guys. We're taking it to the next level. Appreciate you guys watching. Make sure to like this video and join us for the next one, part 3, coming at you soon. Take care, everybody. See you later.